Yo, what is poppin', people? How are you doing today? Obviously, you can see exactly what I'm doing today. Um, I'm finishing this thing up. I'm almost done. So, just give me a sec. Well, hello. Alright. We are going into the city to go and grab some dinner. And we're actually gonna see somebody. Well, I shouldn't say little, the big fat rat. What can I go and say? I was trying to like come up with something more about like talking about, because today I literally just did a full day of painting and I literally like couldn't even come up with something. So I decided instead of doing that, there was this question of where it wasn't really a question, it was more of like a thing to have my opinion on. And what it is, one of the questions that I have here, it says school lessons that had the biggest influence on my behavior. Now, I'm not gonna do behavior because that's something completely different, but influence with school. So this is one thing that I've really thought about in, I want to say, like the past 2, maybe even 3 years now. So, alright, I went to elementary school, I went to junior high, high school, and I even did probably, it was like 2.5 years of college. It was a community college, so I mean, like, honestly, it's like kind of like year 13. So I did a little bit of college, and the thing was, so I've had multiple jobs in years and years and years. I've had so many different jobs, and very, very different. Like, I'm talking about from doing painting to bussing in a restaurant to working at a country club. So I mean, like, it's completely different. They're all over the place. And the one thing that kind of really irks me is that what I would say is that unless you know exactly what you want to do in life, and I'm talking about, so my sister, she knew that she wanted to go into fashion when she was 16. Okay, so you're still in high school and you know exactly what you want to go into. And then she went to college. She did 4 years of college and she literally works for a huge company, and it's fantastic for her, and I'm really happy for her. But now me, I obviously, from my conditions, I struggled through high school. I did college, and literally, so if you're doing full-time college, you should be making, I think, what, 5 classes. Each class is usually 3 credits. Each semester you should be making 15 credits. And now if you do 4 years, it goes up to 120 credits. I did 2.5 years. The most credits that I've ever gotten, the most credits in 2.5 years, I got 8 credits. So obviously school was never for me, and I knew that for years and years and years when I was in high school. I knew that school wasn't for me. But the thing is, these days you literally cannot have a job of where you're making a good amount and still live and enjoy your life. Like, that's, if you don't go to college, you are going to have a crappy job, you're going to hate exactly what you're doing, and literally what you look forward to is the weekends. And most people, what do they do on the weekends? They start drinking, or they eat a crap load of food and they get overweight. It's like literally like the worst thing that you can possibly do. So this is what my opinion is when it comes to school. So after years of being in high school, my opinion is, if you don't know what you want to do, don't go to college. college is not only extremely expensive, but I would say that at least half of it you do not need to learn. And that goes with high school too. I think that anybody past 9th grade, either you know what you want to do, or it is a complete waste of time. If I knew what I wanted to do, then I would pursue and continue to go into college and do exactly what I wanted to do, just like my sister. She knew what she wanted to do, she went to college, and she eventually achieved what she was trying to get. See, now for me, I had no clue. I didn't even think about college when I was back in high school. I barely made it through. I went to college and I just goofed off. I didn't really care. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And the reason why I only did 2.5 years was because, number one, I didn't pay for college. It was my parents. And two, in my opinion, I thought it was a waste of time. And I didn't feel like having to go through, if I'm making 8 credits in 2.5 years, that means like I'm probably gonna be in college for like 10 years. So the thing is, I dropped out of college, and I started working at crappy jobs. But the thing is, there is so much information that you have to go through, and how much money that you have to spend, and I would say easily a half or maybe even 3/4 of the information that you learn is a waste of time and money, because you don't need to use it. You don't need to use it later on in your life unless it is something that you're trying to pursue in. So that sort of question really bothered the heck out of me. And the thing is, people don't understand it. People just go through I have so many people who I know who went through 4 years of college and they still just like, oh, I have a job, I have a apartment, and that's about it. I don't know what I want to do. I have a paper that says that I have a degree, but I still don't like what I'm doing at all. I don't know what I should do. And I don't know where to go from here. So it really bothers the heck out of me. So I just felt like saying that because, number one, it is late at night and I really didn't have much to show you guys. But also it really bothered the heck out of me. It really irked me. So I felt like talking about that. So I'm just gonna end right here. I hope you guys had a great day, great night, whatever time it is, and I will talk to you tomorrow.